Good afternoon, everyone. Couple things to go over from this morning. OVID. Many of you might remember I kind of got a little frustrated that, you guys are asking about stocks with the news staring you in the face. Listen, when they do these toxic financings, that should 999 out of 1,000 times it's an ignore. Okay, now, and I'm not yelling at a bunch of people are bringing up Ovid because it was up in pre-market, but man, do some due diligence. Okay, look at the news. It was there, right there. The other one I want to touch on from this morning, talk about 945 rule keeping you safe. SGLB, another big chat room buy. I know I've talked about this forever, but these chat rooms lately are just death to momentum. One of the best things you can do is wait for that post 945 move. SGLB it couldn't even get back above VWAP. So staying safe, man. Staying safe is one of the biggest things you need to do, especially as a new trader. I mean, if you can not get trapped, pre-market's a scam. Death Spitter. Well done, Death Spitter. Death Spitter, you get the gold star of the webinar. It drives me nuts how many newer traders get enamored with pre-market, man. It drives me nuts. Anyway, well done, Death Spitter. Thank you. All right, let's get to work on the daily briefing. Those were the main things I wanted to talk about so far. Next thing, talk about scams. You want to talk about scams. Wall Street Journal article from today. The shakeout in the ETF industry is accelerating. A record 188 exchange-traded products have closed, while launches are at their lowest number since 2013. Another thing I see so many new traders get suckered into. They see these guys on Twitter. Okay, look for this. Okay, here's your homework. Look for these guys on Twitter that post 100 times a day, long, short, long, short, long, short. They're long, then they're short, then they're long, then they're short. And there's a lot of these guys. And you never really know what they're saying. But in there, it always remember in Star Wars when Obi-Wan is like, these aren't the droids you're looking for. And they're like, these aren't the droids we're looking for. So there's these guys all over Twitter that do that, man. It's like, and you can't, at the end of the day, you can't tell if they're long or they're short. I'm making a point here. You'll see. This is the other thing. When there's not much going on, when you got like slow days in penny stocks, they'll go right to the ETFs. Okay. So if this guy starts pumping some natural gas ETF, he's long. Now all of a sudden he's not long or short some penny stock. You don't know if he's long or short some ETF. Avoid those guys, number one. Number two, don't ever get suckered into trading these ETFs. The biggest loss of my career was, and I always struggle, it was either FAS or FAZ. I can't remember which it was. The problem was I got suckered into following these guys on Twitter. This is back 2008, okay, during the financial crisis. And I was trying to long FAS, short FAZ, because there was nothing going on in penny stocks. Biggest loss of my career was in a triple leveraged ETF. I was following some Obi-Wan wizard on Twitter. Biggest loss of my career. These ETFs aren't meant for you. They're not. Okay? Yes, they move. Yes, they have range. Okay? But I don't care if DGAS or UGAS ignore these things. And if there's nothing going on in penny stocks, if there's nothing going on in swing trades, remember, I talk about $20, $30, $50 stocks all the time, okay? If there's nothing going on in momentum land, study, read a book, go to the gym, etc. Don't get suckered into trading these ETFs. They're not meant for you, Mr. Average Retail Investor, okay? They're meant for hedges. So if you're some hedge fund or you're a bank and you need an instrument to hedge your risk, that's what they're meant for. They're not meant for you, Mr. Joe Blow, new or intermediate day trader. Okay. Other thing I want to talk about, exciting to see. This is a theme I've talked about a lot. Salesforce, Amgen, and Honeywell added to the Dow Jones Industrial Average. And guess who got kicked off? And listen, I am not celebrating. Don't ever misunderstand. You guys know I'm Mr. Positive. I want everyone to succeed. I am not celebrating ExxonMobil getting kicked out of the Dow Jones Industrial Average. But it's the world, okay? The world changes, okay? The greatest thing about capitalism, the greatest thing about America, the greatest thing about innovation is if you're lazy, if you don't innovate, you're dead, okay? And again, if you work at ExxonMobil, I don't want you to lose your job, okay? But the simple fact is they had their run, it's over. It's Tesla now. It's all, it's EVs. That's the future. It's solar, it's wind, it's nuclear. To me, the biggest game changer is nuclear. So, that being said, exciting to see. This is what, and I'm making a point here. ExxonMobil, Honeywell. Okay? I need to Google this. So I think, before I Google it, I think they're both 100 years old. So, how old is ExxonMobil? Well, they merged, no. 135 years. So 135 years for ExxonMobil. Honeywell. How old is Honeywell? 114 years. Guess what Honeywell is doing? I remembered, this is part of reading every day, I remembered this article from February. Honeywell pushing hard into artificial intelligence. Okay? Software. Okay? Honeywell. I know. Boring old Honeywell. I got a Honeywell thermostat over there on the wall. I got Honeywell zone controllers. But this is such a great example when you're talking about longer term opportunities. The ExxonMobils that aren't innovating and the Honeywells that are. So this article is from February. Honeywell Forge. So they've got this entire software platform called Forge, which is pretty dope, by the way. I like that name. They're selling artificial intelligence software to building operators. That's what I want you looking for. Innovation. Software. There's a reason Salesforce is coming in the Dow Jones too. Software company. I did want to mention yesterday, since I wasn't here, I meant to start with this, but the chat pump on SGLB was annoyed me. So I apologize for not being here for the daily briefing yesterday, but I was working on that makerspace. So if you guys follow my personal social media, you know I'm working on this makerspace. I've got a lot of skills. I can do carpentry, I can do welding, I can do plumbing, I can do electrical, I can build furniture. So anyway, I'm putting in this makerspace to to teach youth or even adults. So anyway, I won't drag it out too long. I had meetings yesterday to get all that set up. So anyway, I apologize for not being here, but it was for a good reason. I was working on the makerspace. Next article. The Tesla split. Okay, it's happening Friday. Lot of details related to the split. So if you're gonna hold, at least know what's gonna happen on Friday. Be aware of what's gonna happen. My prediction, now we will see, what I would do is I would sell into this run up and then rebuy after you see what happens with the split. Because we don't know. I mean, I anticipate Tesla to continue grinding higher, but don't play guessing games. You got if you've been swing trading Tesla, you got an amazing run. Sell into the split, and then if it continues to break out next week, just rebuy. I mean, you can always rebuy. I think that's something a lot of traders get fixated on. They forget that they can sell for profits and then just rebuy. So this is another theme with RKT. So RKT and Zillow. You guys know I'm a fanboy of a lot of people. I'm a big Joe Rogan fan, Jocko Willink fan, Dave Goggins, Jordan Peterson, Elon Musk, Steve Jobs. I'm also a big fanboy of Dan Gilbert. Dan Gilbert, Google him. Again, if you're new to these, I live in Michigan. Dan Gilbert has done so much for downtown Detroit. I mean, Detroit still got issues, but he's done, Detroit now versus 10 years ago, 20 years ago, he's done a ton to help downtown Detroit. I think Quicken Loans is a great company, well-timed IPO, and this CNBC article, hundreds of thousands of people looking for suburban homes. Who is this guy? Some hedge fund guy. Barry Sternlicht. Global investor Barry Sternlicht. I like his bald head. I wish my wife would let me shave my head. I dig this guy's bald head. So, my wife, someday she'll let me shave it. Anyway, Barry Sternlicht talking about this lot of people looking to move out of cities. I think that's going to be beneficial for construction companies. It's going to be beneficial for mortgage companies like RKT, and it's going to be beneficial for the Zillows out there too. I expect killer earnings from Zillow for sure. All right. I think I touched on everything. Let me see. Lighty guy. Whoops. I think I got everything I wanted to talk about. Jivo's dead, isn't it? Jivo's about to go red. Dead. UONE's dead, isn't it? Ah! Oh my gosh. Okay. UONE is dead. Nikola is dying. Nikola is above VWAP and is green on the day. Nikola isn't dying. JNUG. Oh my gosh. Am I being trolled? Did someone bring up a gold ETF as a reason to troll me? After I ranted for like 5 minutes about ETFs, a bunch of people ask about a gold ETF. I'm getting trolled. Ha! I commend you. A bunch of you are asking about JNUG. Well done. Well done for successfully trolling me. I fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker. Hook, line, and sinker on the JNUG. So what happened with SGLB? I already touched on this real quick. Don't follow chat rooms. Wait for the 9:45 rule. Okay. At the end of the day, dirty what? At the end of the day, who cares what happened with SGLB? Okay? Who cares what happened? Because you only care, the only reason you care about SGLB, there's two reasons. You blindly followed a chat room at 9 a.m. Or number two, You didn't wait for 9:45 for confirmation, 9:45 or later, which is exactly what I talked about this morning. So, so what happened to it? I don't care. So, and now it's probably, this thing probably goes red on the day. So, but at the end of the day, biggest thing was chat room buys, and all of August, the chat rooms have been dead. Watch it every day. Every day they mark the top. So in August, yes, NIO is beautiful. EVs are beautiful. Nickel is green. SHLL is green. SPAC is green. Tesla's down 2%. So yeah, biggest thing to watch is EVs. Be careful with INO or NIO overnight. It is a China stock, but man, beautiful 10 a.m. break on NIO. And it had news, so BIGC. Oh, Facebook. Wow. Is this what is this? Is this a recent IPO? Big Commerce. Well, I tell you what I like. Being named with Facebook. Man, that's a big move. I don't know if you can buy BIGC up here, but love it. Love Facebook news. So, and it's a recent IPO. So, I guess, it's just tough. It's tough to buy a $7 billion market cap stock that's up 35%. I would probably wait and look for like week open red to greens tomorrow. So, that's a big move for a big market cap stock. So, all right, everyone, have a great day. We'll see you next time. Oh, Deere is another one I want you to keep on. We talked about ag. If you're looking for another swing op, keep an eye on Deere. So, all right, I got to go. I really got to go. All right, have a good day.